Hello and welcome back to Sonny Talk Spurs. And today, oh my word, where do I begin? What a game of football that was. Honestly, I do not know how to feel. I don't know how to react to it. I'm just literally recording straight after the final whistle. The wildest of games at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium between Chelsea and Spurs. 2 red cards, disallowed offside goals, major issues, injuries to key players, VAR controversy. Injury, it just had it all, and a hat-trick to a player who gets a lot of stick for Chelsea. But I just honestly, what have I seen? What have I seen? Honestly, I just don't know how to react because I've just caught the last bit of the bit at the end, and Gary Neville's praising us. 9 men, and he's praising us and saying what a good performance. And Nicolas Jackson's got a bloody hat-trick, and Chelsea have got the points, but somehow we're getting praised, they're not. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm obviously raw reaction this straight after the game, and fans singing at the end. I was saying the old Spurs would have lost that 8, 9, 10. I mean, we lost 4 in the end, but honestly, it's just a mind-boggling situation. But before we get properly into this, if you are new to the channel, leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I've gone live after games like this one. So, as I said, 4-1 loss at home, our first loss of the season. We're no longer top of the Premier League and we're no longer undefeated. But, I mean, going into this one, I was quite confident. I thought, we're at home, the Poch factor, Chelsea's form, but it's all gone out the window from, a couple of decisions. And we started off really well. We started off really, really well. 1-0 up, quite a lucky goal from Kulusevski. And you think, here we go, we're on something here. Like playing some really nice football all around the back, through the middle. We looked like we were going to be in the ascendancy. And it could have been 2-0. Soon after that, obviously, Son narrowly offside, which was gutting because it was such a well-worked goal from Son and Johnson. But then it all went Pete Tong, as they say. Destiny Udogie should have been sent off. Can't really beat around the bush there. Double foot, you can't do that anymore. Just absolute, his head has gone. And from that moment, it was the 18th minute that happened. His head and all the players around him, their heads just went, and Chelsea just came onto us and smelt the blood and just went for it. And then Chelsea had a disallowed goal. Pedro Porro really struggling in that first half to keep Raheem Sterling at bay, and just absolute Sterling had him on toast, but Sterling handballs it, and that gets disallowed. Then there's another disallowed goal, this time from Moises Caicedo from an offside for Nicolas Jackson. Narrow as well. We were getting lucky at this point. But then Cristian Romero, I mean, he should have been sent off in the handball situation because he sort of kicked out a bit, but that wasn't given. And then gives away a penalty. And I know Spurs fans might say, follow through, won the ball. But Curtis Jones sort of had the same situation against us the other week, and we all said that was a red card. So we end up contradicting ourselves. So we were really riding our luck until some of that. But then it went sort of against us, riding a bit of luck to start and then just twists on a sixpence. Cole Palmer scores the penalty, makes it 1-1. Then you just can't write this, honestly. People said that Tottenham games under Andrew would be exciting, but 2 injuries. James Maddison with an ankle. Apparently it's not as bad as first thought, but that ankle injury is a famous one. And Mickey van der Ven's hamstring, for God's sake, honestly, our best defender at the club currently, and just goes out like that. And it's just, at one stage, I think I heard with all the red cards and the sending offs and all that, 4 players from the starting lineup that first walked down that pitch were the only ones remaining on the pitch after the subs and all the situation had changed. But yeah, Mickey van der Ven, that's going to be a worrying injury. That could be, that could be, that's it, top 4, you don't know. After a very promising start, it's all come tumbling down in this game. Then Destiny Udogie finally does get sent off for a late challenge on Sterling. Vicario made some unreal saves. I think he was the man of the match from a Tottenham point of view. And then Chelsea go 2-1 up through Jackson, 3-1 up, 4-1 up. And we're just playing a high line, which I rated. Chelsea looked a bit like they didn't know what to do, but at the end they just picked us off and had us there for the taking. I mean, Dyer nearly made it 2 with a volley. I'd never thought I'd see the day, Dyer was thrown in. It felt like Conte was back with some of these players coming back up. But yeah, Pochettino had the last laugh over Spurs. But I've got, Destiny Udogie and Cristian Romero. I'm sorry, but we look at like the situation where some of the players have come on. They've thrown it away from us there. The game was there for the taking. We were at home. We were in the ascendancy in the first half, in the first few moments of the game. And we've just chucked it away. Head's gone. Romero, people were saying, has he changed? Has he calmed down? Again, tonight showed he's got a long way to go. He's been given that captaincy role. Still very naive in some of his actions. Destiny Udogie comes back into the side. Struggled. I mean, maybe Emerson Royale should have started there. Emerson Royale came on as a sub. Looked quite good again. But yeah, there's a long way to go for this Tottenham side. I for one, I've done a lot of positive videos on this team, but jumping the gun somewhat, I think, in some situations, can be positive. I think there was positives out of this game still. Like, we play a certain style of football, we're going to do it, but, down to 9 men. Injuries, I think it's the injuries. You can say 9 men, but both red cards in my eyes. But the injuries, lacking of creativity with no Maddison, lack of defensive awareness with Mickey van der Ven lost. You're bringing on players who are not match fit. 10 days rest since our last game, and it's a real struggle out there. But it was the injuries that were the reason for the downfall of that side. Really annoying. And we head to Wolves on Saturday, 12:30. What's the team going to look like? It could be a lot different. Obviously, got to react and see what Ange Postecoglou says. That'll be interesting. I'm sure he'll front it up, but he'll probably think the red cards are red cards. But I don't know how to feel after that one. Very strange because, people saying we played well. We handled the game well. But there's moments where you didn't handle it well. Heads were gone. Quite Spursy. I mean, people saying we could have lost by more, the old Spurs. But we still, shipped 4 goals. And if it wasn't for Vicario, it could have been more. But maybe we needed this slap in the chops to wake up a little bit and actually, not rest on our laurels going into, the rest of the season. We've got tricky games to come. We've got City, in a few games' time as well. It's gonna be a tricky season. People talking about us in the title challenge. I've never said we would be in one. Don't think we're going to be in one at all. But yeah. Very, very interesting developments coming out of N17 tonight. But as you can see, I'm very, not flustered, but that's my thoughts on it. I just think, some positives. I mean, but Chelsea, they knew how to win that game and they handled it well. A bit like, this is how I must have been the other week for Liverpool. Couple of red cards which were a bit, sus and weird decisions here and there. Obviously a disallowed goal which should have stood. But yeah, maybe we've rode our luck for a few weeks and we're, coming back down to earth. Wolves, there's got to be a reaction. We've got to go out there and really, all guns blazing and show them what we've got, Son's got to be on it. Kulusevski, thought they were good. Unlucky at the end, Son could have made it 2-2 at the very end. And it just goes to show, here's what it is. Well, it was just a rollercoaster of a Premier League game. But let me know in the comments down below, what did you make of the game? What did you make of Tottenham? What did you make of the red cards? All of it. Let me know all your thoughts and I'll reply in the comments down below. And before I head off, if you are new around here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talks Spurs and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I've gone live. And I'll see you very soon. This is the first of a few negative videos which will probably come this week after the game. So see you for then and ciao.